I'm Kiki. If you're new to my channel, I've been a DJ for the past 5 years, and for 3 of those years, I've been learning music production. It's something that has not come naturally to me whatsoever. I find it extremely difficult, and the whole time that I've been learning music production, I've always wished that there were channels for like super beginners online, because a lot of the tutorials that I used to watch and still watch are very advanced and assume that you already know a lot about Ableton and about music theory and just how to use the software and all sorts of things. So something I've been avoiding for these past few years is sharing with you my journey of music production, because I felt like I was so bad at it. Like I felt like I was such a novice that I didn't think that I could actually teach other people anything or share anything of value. But you know, when you feel like you have to do something and you have that voice inside that tells you you should do it, like I've had that the whole time I've been learning for 3 years, and it's like too much to ignore anymore. So I'm just gonna start sharing the journey with you here. I'm gonna start publishing more about what I'm learning in music production, what I'm struggling with, what is happening that's good, like releases and things that are coming out. I just wanted to let you know, because you know, a lot of my videos on this channel are basically just DJ sets and live streams. So I'm gonna have more content about this now, and you know, brace yourself, because it's not gonna be advanced techniques at first. One of the things that was really frustrating to me, and is still kind of frustrating, is that no matter how many music production classes I took, like how many teachers, how many places I went, like no one would tell me just how to make a track. They'd always say, oh, there's so many different ways to make a track. There's no right way to make a track. Like you can start with the kick, you can start with the vocal, you can start with the bass line, you can start with the melody. And so like no one ever wanted to commit to like, here's how you make a track. Like the first class I ever took, the first day, was from a producer here in Miami. And we spent hours on like the simpler and the sampler in Ableton and tweaking sounds, attack, decay, sustain, release, basically just manipulating sounds. And it got worse from there, because like there was never any process for making songs. It was just like, here's how you do this thing, here's how you use this feature in Ableton, here's wavetable. But I was like, yeah, but how do you, like, where do you put the sounds and how do you make music? That's all I wanted to know. And I've done a lot of classes with individual producers. I've gone to Garnish Music Academy. I've gone to the School of Electronic Music Production in Manchester. I've taken online classes with Grood Taste Academy out of Colombia in Spanish, which I also learned my second DJ class ever was in Argentina in Spanish. So it's really hard to learn something like Ableton, not in your native language. But anyway, we did that. And that was actually probably the only time that someone showed me like step by step how to make a track. Actually, the second time. The first time was with another producer at Shift Academy in Miami, and I'll actually show his technique to you in some upcoming videos, like maybe some track breakdowns and things like that. So in the content that I'm making on this channel, it's gonna be varied. We're gonna see how it goes, like what you guys are interested in. We'll try a lot of different things and kind of see what sticks and like what's most valuable to you, like maybe super short tutorials, maybe track walkthroughs, maybe what I learned in a day, showing the progress of one track from start to finish, which I'm really, really slow at still. Like it could take me a whole month to make a track, and other people are like, made a track in 1 hour or 45 minutes. Anyway, have patience with me. But one of my teachers now currently, he told me I'm too hard on myself. I have really like high standards for my performance. I'm like addicted to goal setting and achievements, and I'm used to always being like the best at what I do. Ever since I was a little kid, like I was always, graduating from school at the top of my class, or like getting the highest scores on tests and exams, or winning like athletic races or getting gold medals in gymnastics in my competitions or winning surf contests. I was like national champion in the US, East Coast champion. Like, I like to win and I like to be good at things, and music production has been so humbling because it's so difficult for me. Sometimes it flows and sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, this kind of content will be basic at first because I still feel like my skill level is basic, but my mentors and teachers tell me I'm like intermediate level and I'm too hard on myself and I'm actually better than I think. So time will tell, but I do have some releases out. A new release that just came out on Too Many Rules. I have a release on Realta Records, a release on Maniacs, an upcoming release on Parallel. So I'll link to all of my music in the description below on Spotify, Apple Music, Beatport, etc. But yeah, I'm really excited to do this. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think it'll be fun and I think it'll help all of us learn better. And I'm basically gonna make the content here that I wish someone told me when I was first starting, because I feel like I spent years just like learning pieces of information and really having a hard time like putting everything together into actually finishing music. And that is, you know, that's the goal of producing music, is to finish producing it and then release it into the world. But also there's something to be said for the journey along the way and how you make the music, because also if you're a producer or if you're a human and you've ever done something, you know that like once you do the thing, then you're like, okay, what's next? Like, what's the next thing? So I think it's really important to be in the process of doing, making, creating, learning. And so that's what I'm going to do here. And yes, I'm wearing workout clothes. I'll probably always be wearing workout clothes in my videos because the only time I have to make videos is on the weekends. And that's like also the only time I have to work out, really, because I have other jobs and stuff. So yeah, this is me, unfiltered. Welcome. Subscribe if you're new. Make sure you have notifications on if you are already subscribed so you get notified when there's new videos, and see you in the next one.